Hello and welcome my fab fans to Glam's new video. So I know the angle, a little weird, a little different. I want to use the rest of this yarn. So I'm going to make it into a square and see what happens. I'm basically just going to make one giant granny square with this ball and see what I get from it, you know? I have to remember how to make a granny square. It's been a bit. Then I go to this to wrap around. It's been a while since I had to make a granny square, so if I do this wrong, you know why. 1, 2, 3. Double stitch. And I do another double stitch. I do another double stitch. Double crochet after double crochet. Oh shit! I definitely made a mistake somewhere. Okay. I don't know what I did or how I did this, but I'm gonna try again. It's a Jesus script. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might actually have to do 6, but I don't remember exactly. When you give someone their gay awakening, it's really entertaining, but also like a little bit like, oof, I feel bad for you having it so late in life. Because she's almost in her 30s and just now realizing she might be bisexual. Just a little bit. If you're a woman and attracted to women, just a little bi. Just a little. Just a little. 1, 2. 3. Then I do another. 1. Ah. Okay. Okay. I don't know how this section gets bigger, but it does. Somehow. Sorry, I'm a little too close to y'all. Let me put this on my lap. One, two, three. One, three. Aww. So my camera cut out, which is fine. It happens. I mean, it's not like I did much of anything. I noticed it cutting out almost immediately. I'm just being like, damn. Did I continue to crochet anyway? Yes, because I would like to get my projects done so that they don't last very long. I'm gonna film every single part until I am done with this ball. And a green one that I have extra of. Technically, I have two, but it's like 1.5 of this lime green. I don't question the lime green. I chose it on a whim because I thought it would make it look very fun, and I like the color green. It was also on sale by a lot, so that was another reason I chose it. It just happened to be cheap and the same thickness. But actually, it's slightly thicker than this yarn, and so it makes it slightly chunkier, which is an interesting texture to use. So if I can make the edge of whatever this is going to be chunkier, that'd be kind of fun. Shuts off multiple times. So the editing of this video I definitely need to get more space on my computer. Hmm. Okay. I don't know what I did, but I somehow am making this more of a spiral, and you know what? I'll just accept it as is. I think I found out why my computer keeps lagging and glitching. I think it's overheating because I use it all day, constantly. I do try to keep it unplugged as long as possible, though. The only time I ever really keep it plugged in is when I'm recording because, well, if I don't, then it tends to die. You have to plug it in mid-film, and that's a little inconvenient. Sometimes I have really deep conversations and then my computer stops recording, and then I'm just like, oof. Well, I guess nobody gets to see this or hear this conversation ever. But that's fine. Is it just me, or do other people wear like an under outfit underneath their original outfit? Like, I always have a tank top on and a pair of shorts on, no matter what, underneath my regular outfits. So that when I get home from work or have to go to my babysitting job from work, then I don't have to be wearing my uniform from work. I'm wearing a different outfit, partially. Mm. A double, then a single, and I'm doing double, double, another double, and for the corner, I do 1, 2, 3, and I go double, 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 then I do 1. Next, I have to draw Mirko. Mirko. I definitely spelled that wrong. I'm pretty sure she's the bunny girl from My Hero Academia. I always say her name wrong, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just my American essence. Do you ever just call people idiots for fun? Today I was working with one of my coworkers. I covered someone's shift partly, and nobody could come in to cover the other half of his shift. Nobody could come in at all other than me to cover even any of his shift. And apparently one of my coworkers has to sign up for the Brazilian draft because he's Brazilian, from Brazil. And with doing his new ID, he has to make sure he's enlisted as part of the draft, which is hilarious. I'm just like, okay, so I wish you luck to not get drafted, I guess. Though my manager was like, there's no wars going on, he won't get drafted. And I'm just like, well, I mean, it seems like everyone in my generation thinks that there's going to be a World War III while we're alive. But the thing is, I don't think we want a world war. Or at least not the average person. Most of us want nothing to do with other countries, especially in Americans. We don't even like people from other countries unless they come here legally. And some people don't even like the legal immigrants, which is awful. Like, I understand why a person would come into a different country any way they could, but there is a reason that there's like a whole immigration process to becoming a citizen of a different country when you enter a different country. It's so you understand the laws of the country. It's so you understand the main language of a country. If I was to go to Japan, I'd make sure I knew enough Japanese to be able to hold a conversation. I'd know how to ask where a bathroom is, ask where food is, know different kinds of food, and ask for help with certain things, or even know medical issues, just in translations. The bare minimum of knowledge. The main reason I'm willing to learn the bare minimum of any language is more for safety of being in a different country, but also you're in a place where nobody really knows you other than the people who came with you. Imagine being somewhere you don't speak the main language of. You're basically alone with whoever you came with. And the only people who can really keep you company are the people who came with you. You wouldn't be able to make friends. You wouldn't be able to meet people until you learned the main language. Would I inspire to try to learn more of each language of the countries that I visit? Yes, that's kind of why you go to countries, is to learn different languages and immerse yourself in the culture. But some people don't do that. Some people go to other countries to do illegal things and see what they can get away with. Which is the kind of people nobody wants in their country. Is people who are kidnapping and killing and doing drugs or selling drugs. Those are the kinds of people we don't want in any country. We want to get rid of them entirely. Like, I understand drugs are sold and stuff illegally all the time, and a lot of them try to do good with the money they make, and then some of them try to murder and do more bad. Some of them try to do good, some try to do bad. The ones that try to do good, decent people. Like, there were some drug dealers that I know about that instead of using the money that they earned, they some people even get paid in food stamps with drug money as a form of payment, and they would use that food to make sure that their kids were eating and being fed, and that all the kids in the neighborhood were eating properly. And the people who did that were basically just holding the community together, with addicts existing that weren't even willing to get help. Which is why I think more people should be willing to go out and actually get help. Because right now I'm actually studying health psychology, and the whole point of health psychology is how the mind being balanced can help you through physical illnesses. I have chronic pain issues. Been in a few car accidents, and I genuinely have back problems just in general. Every second of every day, I am in some form of pain constantly. It does not stop, it does not go away, and it is always there. Which is why when I burn myself or get hot water poured on my foot or things like that, and I don't react or feel it, is because of my chronic pain. Any other form of pain is basically nothing to me. It even makes it hard for me to feel hunger and or other emotions related to those natural senses of you need to do this to survive. My body isn't in a state of wanting to survive, it's in a state of constantly trying to recover, but I'm constantly busy, so it doesn't recover. So I'm just tired all the time, yet I still stay up and do things, and I film, and I study, and I try to do so much. Because I want to do things and I want to make a change. Because if I cut things out of my life, I will eventually just stop feeling like myself. Because usually the start of depression is cutting things out of your life that you cannot handle anymore. Try to handle them even if you don't think you can. Because those are things that you're meant to enjoy. The whole point of having a hobby is so that you're doing something that you enjoy. And if you let the darkness consume you, you just won't feel good. You won't be able to enjoy anything anymore. I enjoy sweets. I enjoy crochet, I enjoy art. And since I'm getting to a point where I'm slowly burnt out a little bit, but I haven't made enough in preparation to handle my state of burnout, I'm just constantly a loop of being overtired and working constantly. I don't even want to go to work in the morning. And I keep telling them that I don't want more days. I want less days on my schedule. And I'm still putting the same amount of days every single week and asking for me to take on more and more hours. I don't want them. I know I need a car, but I do not want the hours. I want time to do my own things and be a person, but they don't understand that. I don't, as much as I love money, I also value my personal time. I specifically want Thursdays and I think Sundays so that my due date days I have off entirely. And I've been talking about when I start my classes, I do want more days off. I've been talking about it for weeks, and they still haven't done less on my schedule. I'm getting a little exhausted and upset with my job because they don't respect me, clearly. I feel like I'm not respected at all. And I'd like to be respected as a person because I respect them, so why can't they respect me? I know not anyone or everyone would understand. This is just a feeling that I have to deal with. So I'm slowly getting burnt out, and I have to just handle it and hope that they start to listen. But it's also been making me think about quitting my job. So, but mainly because one of my thoughts is if I do quit it, then I can just find a job that would fit my schedule a little bit better so that I can have more of the day to myself and be a lot less exhausted in general. And then I'd have a guarantee of 2 days off each week. I just want to guarantee that people will listen. I mean, I've had people forget my birthday. I've had people forget I exist. I've had people not even remember that I wasn't there. I remember once at school they said I showed up even though I didn't at all show up. Just marked me as there. I didn't show up. I was sick. I was home. I was still sleeping. All that. And my mom would let me stay home whenever, no matter what. If I told her I didn't feel good, she believed me and she'd just let me stay home. She didn't force me to go to school. She didn't care. She knew I was a smart kid. She'd even let me skip school if I asked. But it also makes me think of how much more tired I am. More often I work, more often I do things. According to some of my friends online, I'm the busiest person they know. And I make the least amount of money. I mean, the minimum wage in my state is $15.50, and I still manage to make my groceries cheaper than theirs. But that's because I can eat a box of pasta and a jar of tomato sauce every single day for a month straight and be content and happy. Sure, I may have a little bit of heartburn by the end, but I'd be content. But a box of pasta is only $3, and it lasts 3 meals. And a jar of sauce is only like $3 to $4. Lasts the whole box. I can get 3 steaks for like $7 to $14, depending on how big. That feeds me for a bit. It's quite a few meals. 3 meals, to be precise. There was a whole time where I wanted to try to expand my palate slightly, so I just got a bunch of different kinds of ramen. That's all I was eating for months. I think I'm gonna end this video here. I know, a little short, but peace, love, have a good night, my Fab fans, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!